And he betrayed Tobagonians and he have some wicked stupid Tobagonians. Man, he never do this yet.
Man, he never been in Tobago like this yet. I never seen man he walk through.
The sentiments of Tobago residents, months after they voted out the People's National Movement from the two Tobago constituencies, they welcomed their Prime Minister with criticisms of the former Prime Minister. This was an opportunity for the Prime Minister to meet and greet residents as she and her cabinet took a break from the cabinet retreat in Tobago. And even though heavily armed police officers lined the streets at one point, she was getting up close and personal with them, greeting vendors, hugging children, and receiving a gift of a chain in the national colours.
It was tremendous walking here in Scarborough. I don't know if any Prime Ministers walked the streets of Scarborough. I am very happy to have walked the streets of Scarborough. Very, very happy to have done so.
A UNC Prime Minister in Tobago is nothing new, but with Bazio Pandey in office, Tobagonians were tossed between the PNM and the NAR. But with the Tobago Organization of the People being a part of the governing People's Partnership, this was a rock-star welcome. The Prime Minister listened to the vendors' concerns. She says the government will respond, but not yet.
I would want to be guided with our Minister of Tobago Development, certainly Ashwood Jack, and others from Tobago. I would want to be guided as to the priorities.
The sessions that the Cabinet have been engaging in, she says, are beneficial, speaking in particular about Friday's meetings.
It was really a remarkable session in terms of conflict resolution, networking as a team. Many of the ideas coming out of that workshop this morning and this afternoon. Really core values in terms of working with each other, as whether it is within the government or working with our constituents as well.
Later in the day, there were also discussions on the media hosted by Tony Fraser.
It was quite an interesting discussion. There were some heated exchanges in terms of the concepts and the principles, but I think it was well received. As a new government, it's very important that we continue to maintain good relations with the media. And this is what Tony was saying, that we want to see the media as the medium, that our messages can go through, and that's how the public is informed.
The sessions on Saturday covered issues of separation of powers, government issues and general matters with Reginald Dumas. The Prime Minister says she's not yet sure of the cost of the cabinet retreat.
But I will say the benefit. If I were to do a cost-benefit analysis, I think the benefit will far outweigh the costs. It is not exceedingly expensive, I'm told. I don't have a total figure. For example, the hotel we are staying in, I'm told, is all-inclusive. So it is not that if you eat more, eat less, it makes a difference. It doesn't make a difference. That was one of the reasons why our staff chose this particular hotel. And of course, workshops have been held here in the past. They do have the facilities at there.
And on another issue, state boards to be appointed, the Prime Minister says she hopes it would begin soon.
Within a week or two, I trust that we would be able to put some of the major boards in place. It is an exercise we need to take our time. You will recall those are some of the things that people voted against in the last election in terms of how these boards operated and in fact the personnel in some of the boards. We would want to be careful in this election. We have shortlisted many persons, and a final decision will be made by the Cabinet, but certainly not this week. Within a week or two, I would want to see some of those put into place.